soy guapo, lo sé, las mujeres se calientan, ya lo sé.
Hola, mis guapanatics. I am not feeling too hot right now, but you know what? Today we're going to do a video on this edition of Los Degenerates Talk that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. It is my top 25 wrestling matches of 2025.
We're doing top 25 is 2025?
Not really.
Oh, it's top 2025.
Well, it was 2025. I'm doing top 25 because I watch way more wrestling than him. Let's just be honest here.
Good wrestling.
Hey man, what the hell? The whole point, the whole point of me watching this much wrestling and having this long of a list is because I really want to put over as many companies as possible instead of just WWE. So for the casual fans who only watch WWE, that's why you probably, his list is perfect for you. But for the hardcore fans, for people who want to learn more about other aspects of wrestling, this is the video for you. At least the video that'll help you get more into other companies and be like, Marco, what should I watch? Well, listen to my list so you don't have to waste your time watching all the other stuff. Hey man, come on. So, yes, my list includes matches from WWE, NXT, which is technically the same thing, it is. Yeah. AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, TNA. Yeah, those are all the companies that are included in my top 25. But keep in mind, I have seen obviously I've seen every single NXT show and WWE show from 2025. I've seen every show of AEW except for Forbidden Door. It just does not come out on my bootleg. I'm sorry. Keep that in mind. Forbidden Door is not included. So if there's a match for Forbidden Door and you're like, what the fuck, Marco? I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's actually good or worth being on my list. I personally would like the matches from that show. Every other show has been included. Ring of Honor, I've seen their big three for the year. TNA, I've seen Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. New Japan, I have only seen Wrestle Kingdom, so I missed out on everything else from that year. I thought I was going to watch more from New Japan, but it's fine. At least I saw the WrestleMania for the year. And that's good enough for me. I'm going to try to make every year, every list be more diverse, but I can only watch so much wrestling, you guys. This is the best I could do. Please bear with me, all right? Do not get mad if your favorite is left off of here. It's my opinion, okay? Other things to keep in mind before we start this list is that when I pick matches for my list, not just for this list of top 25 from 2025, I mean from all of my favorite matches from wrestling history, I choose matches that I look at and I go, that represents exactly why I love professional wrestling, why I fell in love with it, and why I still love it. I also look at matches that I also choose matches that I'm able to look at and I go, that match is exactly why I want to be a professional wrestler. I look at those matches, maybe not every single one of them, but the ones that I really fuck with on this list or on the list in general, I'm like, this is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly the type of match I would like to have. So, yes, I'm very passionate about this stuff. The matches I'm most passionate about are the ones I look at and I go, yeah, I would love to tell that story, have that performance, that type of carnage. That's what I want. That's the goal. If I can't have a match like that, then what is the point? Is what I'm trying to say. So, most of these matches, pretty much all these matches on this list and on the Google Doc have a special place in my heart. Some of them aren't that deep, but we'll get into that. So yeah, those are the disclaimers you gotta know for my top 25 of 2025. And without further ado, let's get started with I fucked up. I should not do the 5 times every time. Ah, okay, they get it. I'm not gonna edit it. Stop milking this.
I know.
I'm done editing this stuff now, you guys. For now, it's like whoever actually watches this, you get everything. You get everything. If you like
Even
it,
that.
if you like it enough to click on it and watch it, then you deserve to get everything. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I'm not.
Okay. My number 25 is FTR versus Brodito for the AEW World Tag Team titles at Full Gear. I heard this match was good. I did not have high expectations for it when I finally watched it. I was just kind of like for me, I prefer Revival over FTR. I prefer that version of their tag team, but it was a pretty good match. I love it because I finally understood the hype around Brodito. Like I heard that they were like this makeshift tag team, and at first I was mad that AEW fans were loving it because I'm like, dude, you're always hitting on WWE for doing Franken teams and putting random people together, and now AEW is the same shit, and you're just like, yeah, but this was actually pretty good. I liked Brodito versus FTR. It was fun. I would recommend watching it, and I would definitely check it out again. That was easily my favorite match from that show. Number 24 is 24. I'm doing the repetitive ones all the time. Sit down, goddamn. Number 24 is Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel.
Damn, 24?
Yeah, no, my list is long, dude. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes was fun. It was cool. There are just so many other matches I love more than it, but it deserves to be on this list. It deserves to be mentioned. It's the match that Seth Rollins got injured in, but it was one hell of a performance for him to go out on.
Yeah.
And he was in a must-win situation for me. I just get so tired of watching Seth Rollins play second fiddle to all these other guys, Punk, Roman, and Cody. I think he's so much better than that. And even though I'm not a fan of the Vision, I was never really a big fan of the Vision. I still really I needed him to win, even though it's it didn't make sense at the time. It was like Cody is the QB1. He was supposed to be the QB1 and the guy. But I'm so glad he won, and I'm so glad the way they did it too. He used the ring. I mean the watch that Cody gave him at WrestleMania 40 to beat Cody. I love that detail. I also love that they had the audacity to make Cody Rhodes kick out of a super stomp. And they also had the audacity to make Seth Rollins kick out of a top rope crossroads. A top rope crossroads. I've never seen it before. It was beautiful, you guys. It might have been the best move of 2025. Maybe.
So.
I'm probably forgetting something else here, but that move alone is why it deserves to be on this list. And yeah, if anything, I wish that Seth could have beaten Cody clean, but I guess for now it's fine that he had to use the watch. And I look forward to the next time we fight again. Hopefully at the main event of a WrestleMania or some other big 4 pay-per-view. But I'm looking forward to seeing them fight more in the future. Even though I thought I was done in 2022 with seeing these two fight over and over again. Number 23. The System versus Order 4 in Hardcore War at Bound for Glory. Guys, I know a lot of y'all liked Bound for Glory last year. I thought that show fucking sucked. Especially compared to Bound for Glory the year before. I felt like I wasted my money. I just wasn't into the show. But this match, even though it's nowhere near the top of my list, it was good enough that I was like, thank you. Thank you for at least giving me one match that was pretty fun, and it made me feel like I didn't waste all of my fucking money and time. Thank you. Especially Moose. He was easily the biggest star in that match, and he was the tank of that match. And I also loved how they treated Alyssa Edwards as a sister, how when she got punished by Order 4, Moose was the one who was I'm about to fuck you up. Eddie Edwards, of course, was like, I'm about to fuck you guys up because that was his wife. Yeah, it was a fun match. Don't really have much to say about it. It was surprising. You know what? Props to Order 4 for being on this list. Because who would have guessed Order 4 is on this list? I mean, Mustafa Ali, yes, that makes a little more sense. He's a good wrestler. We all know he's great. But everybody else in that group, I can't even remember their names. What the fuck is like... Okay, Jason Hodge. And
I don't even know what they look like.
Skylar, I don't even know his last name.
Okay.
And they just, to me, the rest of Order 4, besides Tasha Steelz, just turned into this giant blob to me. Like, I don't really distinguish between them. It's like, you guys are goons, you're lackeys. But pretty good for a bunch of lackeys. Like, imagine if J&J Security was on this list. Think about it like that. Or fucking the Miz Taraj made it on a list.
Or the B team.
But hey, at least the Miz Taraj had more personality than the rest of Order 4. At least they had a character. You know? So, I know I just technically buried you guys right there, but props to Order 4. Good job. Good job.
Don't even know what thank you if you just buried him.
That's
like
why.
everyone else should give him like kudos too. Like you've only had 3 people on your list. He's like, oh, this guy's doing good. This guy's doing good. Man, these guys suck, but they're the best thing on the show.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Is like, despite like being so fucking mid on your own, you somehow made it on my list. You know, it's gotta count for something. It's gotta count for something. You can't totally suck if you're on this list. Looking at you, Maxine, you will never get on my list. Ever. I don't fucking care if Kenny Omega does all the work for you someday.
Someone save this just in case.
So,
I'm gonna bury him after that.
okay. Number 22. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41, Night 1. I am so shocked that you didn't have this on your list.
Wait, what was it again?
It was the triple threat. Seth versus
yeah.
Punk versus Roman at WrestleMania Night 1.
That was on my list?
I don't think it was on your list. It saved WrestleMania.
Night 1.
It was a good match. It wasn't like the greatest, like, what is it? What's the word? Technical spectacle. But
Spectacles.
bro,
All in much.
you can't say you weren't on the edge of your seat to see how they were going to finish that match. You know, I was ready to see. Like, I was not a fan of them booking the match, but once it happened, once it was all said and done, you're like, all right, there's no way you're missing this. You gotta see. It's the 3 biggest stars, the 3 most pushed stars in recent memory. You gotta see how it ends, and the way they ended it, one of the greatest endings ever. Yes, there, fucking nutworthy. There, you guys said it. And they took their time with it too. Oh, that makes it sound a little dirtier. I was going to say it took their time with it. It reminded you of peak Roman during the pandemic. He used to take his time during matches. It felt very much like a Roman Reigns match.
You mean like a Triple H back in the day?
I guess Roman Reigns. Don't bring up Triple H's slow ass matches. It's some of them are really cool classics, but most of them. Let's keep it 100 for a second. We're just like, pedigree. God damn it! God damn motherfucker! We know you're going to win. Just do it already.
I still like Vince.
Huh? But no, it was nice. I love the ending. I love how they made me wait through all the long parts of the ending. It was so slow, the ending part, but it worked because it wasn't boring slow at all. You were like, it was like when you're really into a horror movie and they're on the suspenseful part.
Right before I take a nap.
Hey man, you're not a horror fan, so you can't relate, you can't say it. But like when you're really into one and you're just like waiting, like you know the jump scare's coming, but you're still not ready for it. You know something's gonna happen, but you're not ready for the turn. You're not ready for like Paul to turn on Roman
and fucking rattle his balls around
and turn on Punk and join Seth, and Seth actually wins. I was so happy for Seth. Good for him. Good for him.
He's on the list twice now.
Unfortunate about the run afterwards, but good for him that fucking...
It wasn't bad.
It's just...
He's on your list right after that.
Not right after. Number 21.
Okay.
Bandito versus Konosuke Takeshita for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title at Super Card of Honor. I didn't think I was gonna like this match. It was another one of those matches where I heard it was really good, but you know how AEW Ring of Honor fans are. It's like, you guys say everything's good. But no, it was fun enough that I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, you're going on the list. You just made the list. It was like, Takeshi has quickly become one of my favorite wrestlers, especially outside of WWE. Like I'm becoming such a fan of Takeshita. I low-key wish he could come to WWE. Just bring your hard-hitting action and your arsenal to the main roster. Just go at it with Seth or help me out here.
Gunther.
Go on! Yes.
Or Sheamus. Sheamus would be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or Ray, but Ray should retire.
Yeah, leave Ray alone.
Hey, Takeshita's a powerhouse. I think they would complement each other very well because Ray would sell like amazing for him. But yes,
Ray would have sell to be dead.
yeah, this match was fun. Thank you for making me feel like I didn't waste my money in Super Card of Honor either. Thanks a lot, you guys. And
almost wasted your money a couple times this year then.
It made me start to warm up to Bandito too, because Bandito's one of those guys I heard a lot of great things about, but I was also like, I don't get the hype. And I started, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. Like his suplex move is pretty cool. His German suplex where he bounces off the rope and then like rebounds you into a German suplex. That's pretty cool. And as long as he's got the right dance partner for these matches, I know the guy can go. Is he great enough that I want to see him in WWE? I don't know if we're there yet, but great enough that I am excited to see more Bandito in the following years to come. Maybe even work with Bandito. Yeah, mostly Takeshita. Huh?
How old is he?
Takeshita?
Bandito.
Bandito? I think he's like early 30s.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, no. Takeshita's worse.
Okay.
No, Takeshita's not even 30 yet, I think.
He's not even worse.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Takeshita. I just aged you, bro. I'm sorry. Where was I? Let me just check how this thing's going real quick. Yeah, it's going fine. Okay. But I should move a little faster. Which is why if I don't have much to say about a match, let's just move on. Just say it was good. Go. Number 20. The men's War Games match at Survivor Series. Another match that I didn't think I was going to like because I just hated the story going into it. I was not a fan. It just felt like, quick, spam random shit into the match. Everybody, all the big stars, just go here. To be fair, you could argue that's what they've been doing for the past few years, Survivor Series. But this one out of all of them felt like the laziest. Mm-hmm. Then they rang the bell. And then the rest of the match, it was a match I appreciate because it just kept getting better.
And they didn't do it traditionally. They covered the cages.
Oh, yeah. That was weird, but it was kind of cool.
It kind of helps parts of the match.
Yeah, because I guess,
especially the Jay doing the stupid eat shit. And then Brock comes out to fucking make him piss his pants.
Oh! We talked about this match so much in the review, but I knew even then it was going to be on the list when we were doing that video, when we finished the match. I'm still surprised that Brock Lesnar is actually back in WWE in the spotlight in 2026. But matches like this make me feel a little grateful that he's here because, man, he added so much to that match I didn't think he would actually add. Mm-hmm. But in hindsight, we should have seen it coming. Brock Lesnar was in a War Games match, you guys! And it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he dominated for a good while.
Yeah. Oh, seeing him and Roman, just lock eyes for a second. I started the song "My Way" by Limp Bizkit started playing in my head. This time I'll let it all go well. This time, because they were our rock.
Also, he got out of the cage. Wasn't he supposed to be eliminated from that?
I think they've gotten rid of those rules. Listen, man, we don't need to talk about the bad parts.
I just listen to the rules. Just listen to the lawsuit.
Oh no! You know I'm not editing this. Okay, you know what? Who cares? We're degenerates. And did he really say something wrong? No. Okay. I mean, as long as what he did there is true, then I guess he didn't respect the rules. You're not so. Number 19
I
is
can't see fingers for that.
Obafemi versus Miles Bourne for the NXT title of Battleground. If anything, this match low-key pisses me off now in hindsight, just because, like, Miles Bourne did a great job giving Obafemi what I believe was his best match of the year, and the dude hasn't really done much since. Like, he's still like one of the top guys in NXT, but
He's not doing anything.
yeah, like I don't even know what he's. I mean, he's fighting Ethan Page, but like, I have no idea where this dude's going. What is he been doing between then and now?
He's probably just gonna take the title off him, so Ethan Page goes to the main roster.
I hope Miles Bourne wins the title, because like this match, I was not a fan of Miles Bourne until this match happened, and I love matches that make me fans of people who I didn't care about before.
He reminds you of Randy a lot.
He does, and he did, especially during that match.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was like a faster, younger Randy, but like it was beautiful. I was like crying a little bit. I had her eye rubbing a little. Like, Randy, is that you?
You're blonde.
Is it 2006 again? 7? Hell, 2011 he was moving great too. Hell, when has he ever been moved bad, honestly?
Oh, Randy?
Yeah.
Not so like recently when he had a neck injury.
Alright, he is older now, to be fair, but like.
No, it was like right after the back injury.
Okay.
Because he was still moving fine before that.
Okay, but yeah, that match was fun. It's too bad Oba didn't have more good matches for me after that. But he just made it to the main roster. He's coming with a lot of aura, so maybe sometime soon. Maybe WrestleMania. Maybe a lot of bangers. Miles Bourne, I hope you have a better 2026. You deserved it simply because of this match. And Stephanie Fakir. Number 18 is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight at Night of Champions.
Damn.
Yeah. What do you mean, damn? Like,
I don't remember this one.
you don't remember it? It's another match that, like, again, I love matches that also surprise me. Like, I didn't go into this thinking at all it would be a banger. I didn't think it was going to be terrible. The only thoughts I had going for this match is, I hope Raquel wins. Because I was starting to get tired of Rhea. And I miss when Raquel was a top gal in the women's division. It's been a while.
That beep.
And she deserves that. Because she used to be that beep. In a good way. For people who aren't familiar with that phrase and what it means.
We're just saying bitch.
This match was cool. This match was fun, even though there was a part that scared the shit out of us because we were like, what are y'all doing? Remember when they were on the table? And Rhea was trying to... Oh, God! I was like, yo, this is low-key AEW territory, because one thing I accuse AEW of is being tryhard sometimes. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you standing on that shit? Fuck! But, no. They did it. Turned out fine. The wrong person won. Well, not the right... She was going to face Io. She was the right person to win.
Yeah, but the wrong person wins.
It wasn't the person I wanted to win when it was happening. But it was a really good match in spite of that. Like, I was mad when Raquel lost. Especially because she had help, too. But I wasn't that mad. It was one of those matches. Like, I've had matches where, like, I watch them. And I want to be mad because the guy I wanted to win or the girl I wanted to win didn't win. But then I'm like, I can't be that much of a hater though and not give you good props. Because that's
watch me.
I'm not that petty with my wrestling. I'm not petty with my wrestling matches at all, really. You know, like there's been times where I'm like, I really hated the finish, like really, really hated it. But I'm like, I'll be damned if that wasn't one of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
John Cena versus Gunther.
I wasn't that mad at that one. I was just more.
You were pretty mad at that.
No, I was
At the
not.
beginning.
Was I?
Yes.
Well, everyone was mad at the finish. That's another match later on. But yeah, I hope Raquel, I'll finish on this. I hope Raquel gets a lot more respect as the years come by and more people start to notice that this girl's actually pretty good. At least she can be. Just let her go, man. Let her be a beast.
She should have won the world title.
This year.
Yeah.
Soon, hopefully. Please don't do my girl Raquel dirty! Alright. What did I say? 18? Number 17. Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page in the Owen Hart Tournament Finals at Double or Nothing. This is one of those rare times where, see, sometimes a match is overhyped for me. Like, there's too much hype. I'm too excited for it, and I set the bar too high in my own head. and there's no way that the match can meet my expectations. Keep in mind, I watched this way after it happened, so I knew it was going to win. It was still a lot of fun. I loved it. I'm sure I would have loved it even more if I watched it live, because that's how good it was. My favorite wrestler, Hangman Page, versus the guy who I would say got me back into like watching more AEW or paying more attention, versus Will Ospreay. Yeah, Hangman. The reason I watch AEW at all versus the guy who got me more into it, or more got me to be like, all right, I guess I can start talking less shit about you guys since you took Ospreay from us, which
he's injured.
now he's injured. Yeah, I miss Ospreay. I didn't realize how much I missed Ospreay until you just brought that up. I'm like, yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good, man.
That's what they call me, Debbie Downer.
But yeah, match was great, but both guys had better matches that last year, 2025. We'll get to that later on.
So many more matches to go.
I know.
Oh, God.
Number 16 is, I'm so sorry if I say this wrong, Zelua versus Lee Moriarty for the Ring of Honor Pure title at Death Before Dishonor. When they brought back the Pure title and I heard about what it was, I thought I was going to hate this title. I really thought I was going to hate it. I don't. Lee Moriarty is a pretty good fucking wrestler. And Zelua have no clue who the fuck he was when this match happened. This is one of those matches on the list where it didn't make me pop at all out of my seat. It didn't make me loud.
Nope.
But it sounds a little weird to you guys. You'll get it if you're a wrestling fan. It didn't make me loud.
They make him pop his cherry.
But
His cherry's still flying.
it's a match where I'm like, I feel like it's a match they should show you at a wrestling school. And that's why I like it. I feel like, oh, I feel like I'm in class right now watching this. I feel like somebody's showing me, and this is how you do this. Ah! Wow. Tell me more. And this is how you do this. Wow. Hey, that's not fair. This thing isn't charging. It hasn't been charging the whole time.
You guys don't understand more if you saw the screen turn off.
Really? It hasn't been charging?
Yeah.
This is embarrassing.
It doesn't say when it's charging.
I thought it was. I didn't know those outlets don't work. Our outlets don't fucking work. This is just great.
Nothing in this house works.
Thanks, Dad. No. Is there another outlet, or should I just pause the video for a second?
I think this is the outlet back over here.
Okay.
And now we're gonna switch sides.
I guess I'll pause it for now. Intermission. Okay, we have 46 minutes left.
And we're back.
We're back. What I was trying to say, because apparently my laptop doesn't give a shit about Zelda either. Damn it, you made me lose my train of thought, laptop. But Zelda, I'm so glad I learned about you because of that match. And I'm so grateful also, side note, that Tony Khan made the show free, because I guess people were having issues with their streaming, and I got to capitalize on that. I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch it for free. Thank you. Oh yeah, it did the same thing to me. No, I just read about that, and I was like, no fucking way. But yeah, thank you, Tony Khan, because if it wasn't for you making it free, I might have never learned about Zelda, and we might not be talking about it right now. But please, if you're a wrestling fan of this part of the video, look up Zelda. Pretty great technical wrestler.
How you spell that?
X-E-L, because he took that L that night. H-U-A-Z-H-U-A. Yeah.
And we're talking about the why.
Okay, that was 16, right? So number 50 is, where is it? Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Number 15 is JC Jane versus Tatum Paxley for the NXT Women's title at Halloween Havoc. Another match that surprisingly made my list. I love being surprised. Who would have thought JC Jane would make this list? But I love giving people their props.
And Tatum Paxley.
That's part of why we do grubbing with them. I just love giving people their props. JC Jane.
Today I was grubbing with the Guapo by myself.
Yeah, JC Jane. And they had the audacity to make Tatum Paxley actually win. I thought it was just a layup for JC. I thought like, oh, they're just trying to make JC look strong because he doesn't have a great title, right?
Because she's weak.
Because she's weak. She is weak. She still looked weak. It still doesn't feel like she beat Stephanie Vaquer at all. But here we are. She's NXT champion still. She had a little break, and that break was because of Tatum Paxley, who put on one of the greatest babyface underdog performances of the fucking year. I loved it. And I even loved the part where they teased that Izzy Day was gonna like screw her over in that match. She eventually did in the rematch, but the fact that Izzy Day ended up helping Tatum Paxley win, I loved it. I loved that match so much. And I was already technically a fan of Tatum Paxley, but I feel like Tatum Paxley is one of those wrestlers where like, I'm the only person I know who gives a shit about Tatum Paxley. I'm one of the only people. So seeing her win made me feel like I won too. And you gotta have matches like those on your list, whether it's of the year or all time. Matches where when you watch it, you feel like you won too. You like yeah, we did it, Tatum. Like you're their Pikachu in the Pokemon episode after they beat the gym leader. She's like, I just got the NXT Women's title, beat Pikachu, soy Guapo. Yeah. It would have ranked higher if they hadn't fucking ruined it weeks later and just gave it back to JC. I was so mad I almost didn't put it on the list, but I'm like, no. You only have so many women's matches on this list. You gotta give them their props. You gotta represent them. So I'm keeping it on the list. It deserves to be there, and you should watch JC Jane versus Tatum Paxley. Just like you should watch all these matches. But if you're trying to get more into women's wrestling, please watch that one. Please. NXT needs your views. Number 14. Kazuchika Okada versus Mascara Dorada versus Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW Continental title at All Out. Yes, for perhaps what may be my least favorite title in all of existence. It was a pretty good match. What can I say? It was fun. And I was worried about this match because I'm like, man, they really just made Mascara Dorada, my Latino homie, a fucking third wheel in this clear Battle of Titans. What a fucking dick slap to him. But no, that was part of what made it so good. It was part of the story that he was a third wheel and he just kept getting in the way of them fucking each other up. It was fun. I'm very grateful for that match, and that match alone makes me feel like you should watch All Out 2025 because it was fun, and Mascara Dorada got more over. I feel like I want to see more of him in the future, and you guys should as you look into him too. And it makes me really badly want to see Okada versus Takeshita in a singles match, not in a fucking tournament semifinal. I mean, for a title or in a finals or tournament. I mean, just them, and there are no other side characters, no one else. Just let those two guys go at it, and please make Takeshita. please make Takeshita win. I need to see those two guys fight. I need it so badly. Both of them dream matches, especially Okada. For me, I mean, especially Okada. You gotta work the Rainmaker. Rainmaker! Okay. Enough nutting for this match. Number 13. Did I do 14? I said 14, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I had it.
I don't think he said the number, but he just went right to the match.
Yeah, I had a little brain fart, but the triple threat was number 14, and really fucking good. We're getting into the nitty gritty now. All of these fucking matches like made me pop after the Zelwa and Lee Moriarty match. Everything else after that did make me pop a lot. Made me feel very strong emotions. But yeah, number 13, The Family versus Dark State, NXT Stand and Deliver. Underrated match. Like, Dark State's only good match, but still, it was fun. It was a fun match, and like I think they did a great job of telling the story of the family turning on each other with that match. Their last stand together. That's the last time they're teamed together. Tony Stacks and D'Angelo. I mean, Mamma mia, that's a big one. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. These two guys who had like been like brothers for like forever in NXT. And they finally kicked the blows. And like, for me watching, I don't know if anybody else was the same way. It made me shed a gangster tear when Stacks turned on D'Angelo. It made me feel like I was watching Jared KO split up all over again. I'm like, no, why is my name on this? No, how could you, Stacks? And
yeah, Tony Stacks.
come on, man. Oh yeah, and Lucca Crucifino was there too.
Oh god.
Hey, we go from one third wheel in triple threat to another third wheel. Lucca Crucifino, because like
He's a super third wheel.
he's a super third wheel. Why is he not really?
He's still there.
He's still there. I have no idea why, but it's a shame that Dark State had terrible performances for the rest of the year after that, and it's
terrible.
And it's a shame that the family the family storyline was fumbled afterwards too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's super fumbled. If Darkseid had a better year and they had handled the family splitting up better, this match would have ranked better on the list. But unfortunately, since it's like, everything else went downhill from there, doesn't bring up the most pleasant of memories.
Not at all.
So yeah. Number 12. John Cena versus Randy Orton for the WWE title at Backlash. My favorite John Cena versus Randy Orton match. It was on your list too, though, so I shouldn't say too much about it, so we talked about it there, but yeah. I love the match. It was fun. It was emotional seeing them fight for the last time. It felt real to me, damn it. It really is the last time. I was not a fan of the Truth finish, but I get it.
Yeah, there had to be some way to make Randy lose without making him look weak.
Yeah, but also, a part of me would have preferred if, like, since it's the last time.
A clean finish.
Yeah, I'd be like, this is the last time we ever see y'all fight. We know Cena's going over, but, like, still, like, don't y'all want to know for real who's the best?
Yeah, I think it would have been fine if Randy would have just took it out. He took it out to plenty other people after that.
Yeah, we don't need to complain too much about the Cena heel run, but there was a lot of weird stuff about that run. It's still a fun match. Again, I would love rewatching it. I would love showing it to somebody else. It's just, what else can I say? Number 11. QT Marshall versus Paul Walter Hauser in a fight without honor, at Death Before Dishonor. I think it's really funny that I think it's really funny that I even said QT Marshall's name the way he wanted to pronounce when he turned heel. I didn't mean to do that, but he said QT Marshall. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? But no.
QT Marshall was asleep.
Hey, no, QT Marshall is very underrated. Is he a main eventer? Fuck no. But I think matches like this kind of make me, hey, man, come on. Kind of make me wish he did go to WWE, even if he was just going to be like an NXT heel. Because the dude had a great match with Paul Walter Hauser. You know that guy? He's an actor.
Who's that?
He's the guy who was a Mole Man in Fantastic Four. Stingray in Cobra Kai. Never seen that. Sweep an egg. He's in other movies. I'm just trying to think of all of them, but those are the ones that I mainly care about. He's been in other things though. He's a great actor. He's set to play Mick Foley in the biopic.
God damn.
Which, if you had told me a year ago, I would have been like, ah. But after seeing what he put himself through in this match, he gained my respect. Another match that surprised me. I did not think he was going to be good at all, and I was very much dreading the thought of Paul Walter Hauser beating QT Marshall. But not only was it good, not only did Paul Walter Hauser sell and actually make QT Marshall look good, the dude lost. Like, I love it when celebrities lose, but I love it even more if they had a great performance and they lost. Because thank you, you are giving back to the business. You just put a little bit more shine on this other guy who people didn't know about before. Or
Bunny.
you put a little more shine on this company that not as many people knew about before. Bad Bunny. Oh. Pat did beat a lot of people we should have.
The Bunny Destroyer.
At least he lost to Gunther. Bad Bunny, though, I'm still waiting for you to give it back to us. So why don't you put over Logan Paul in the division over at WrestleMania? Okay.
So,
Fine. Put over Bronson Reed.
oh, God.
What? At least Bronson, we can agree, deserves a rub. Oh, wait. You know what I mean? He deserves the publicity.
Well, Bad Bunny's into it. He goes, oh, I don't know. I'm dangerous.
Okay, yeah, no. I
No
like
insults to him. He's great.
And this match is so good, it makes you want to watch more Paul Walter Hauser shit. Because I'm like, you know what? I think I just became a Paul Walter Hauser guy. Every other match I saw before that he did, I thought it fucking sucked. But this one, I was like, where did this come from? You know what? Bravo! Bravo! Give my respect. And again, before we move on, I love this match because I saw it and I actually thought it was inspiring. I looked at Paul Walter Hauser and I thought, if he could do that, you know, what can I do?
With a jelly roll.
Yes, I could do more than that. Hey, I'm a jelly roll guy too. I didn't beat the throw shade.
He did.
But yeah, I saw Paul Walter Hauser and like it made me want to meet the guy because I'm like, hey man, thank you for showing me like what to aspire for, and like no matter when I'm able to finally wrestle, thank you for showing me what I could achieve, even if it's just one match or something. I hope it's not just that, but thank you for showing me like, wow, like actors can wrestle too.
Not Travis Scott.
Not Travis Scott. He's not an actor.
Where's rapper?
Okay. Number 10, Stephanie Vaquer. Sorry, I was thinking about Naomi at the time. Versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's title at Battleground. Battleground was one of the best shows of the year. Let's just put it out there. I mean, that's where we got the Trick Williams TNA title win, but it had 2 banger matches and a banger adjacent match. The second half of the show was really good because of Stephanie's boyfriend, you know, we were wrestling earlier, and Stephanie herself putting on a match with Jordynne Grace. I think it was like her last match before she dropped it to Jason.
Yeah, that was a good ass fucking.
It was, and like, I want to rewatch that match. I really do.
Maybe the whole show.
The whole show, it was a good show. That and Elimination Chamber were the best shows of the year, easily. And yeah, sometimes I want to hate on Stephanie Vaquer because I'm just not a fan of people being pushed too fast. But then I think about this match and I'm like, no, I get it. That match was really good. Really good. Better than Stephanie versus Mercedes Moné, which I think now that I've seen it, overrated.
Just like Mercedes Moné.
Alright. He's always too much breath on her. We gotta move on to the rest of the list. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. Number 9. John Cena versus Gunther at Saturday night's main event.
Oh God, it's so high up in your list.
I know, originally, when I first knew it was going to be on my list, it was going to be like 25. But it was, I told you this, it was one of those matches where the more, as time went by, the more I thought about it, I'm like, but it's John Cena's last match. I gotta hear my tongue.
That mustache just be flying in there. You need help, baby?
No. Sorry to waste time on that.
He's not taking it out.
It was a good match, you guys. It's like even with the you said this too. Like the finish isn't even that bad. The more you think about it.
Yeah.
Like it was emotional. It was everything the John Cena retirement match needed to be. And I really respect Cena's decision and his direction, his vision for how they ended it. With, it wasn't so much giving up. It was more like, I don't have to be this guy anymore.
This cool guy instead of the guy who's kind of weird.
What?
I'm sorry, Total Divas is not doing many justice.
Okay, we're not talking about Total Diva. We're talking about John Cena, the superhero. He's like, you know what, guys? It's okay to be human. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to let go. He even said that in an interview, and I'm just like, man, that's so deep, man. God, that's like all of his fucking random Twitter posts all in one.
Teaching us lessons, even till the end.
He was foreshadowing that he was like, hey, my retirement match is just going to be another, random inspirational quote on Twitter, but in the form of meme. I'm like, wow, how John Cena of you to do that.
What's that point?
We talked about it is. I don't need to, yeah, I guess you would. We don't need to talk too much about this match. We yapped a lot about it in the past, so I will move on to number 8. Number 8 is Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher in a steel cage match at Revolution. I love that match. I was worried that this match wouldn't be able to match the hype. I was like, even as soon as the bell rang, I'm like, oh god, I can feel it. I'm too excited. That's why it's not going to meet my expectations. I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be disappointed, but I wasn't. I love it. I love it because, like, guys, if you know me, I'm Team WWE. If we're asking, so most of the time I'll say WWE's better. WWE does this better. WWE does that better. I remember a debate that happened where people were like, "Wow, Ospreay versus Fletcher was so much better than Seth versus Punk." No, Seth versus Punk was better than Ospreay versus Fletcher. I saw Seth versus Punk on Raw. I was not a fan. I had not seen Ospreay versus Fletcher until maybe the end of the year. So I was always curious about it, but I didn't know for sure. I was like, there's no way it can be better. But I can't help but wonder. Did a lot of crazy shit in that match. But it looks kind of cool. And I watched it. I was a fan of all the spots. Normally when AEW does a lot of brutality, it feels very forced and try-hardy. But this was one of the times where it felt justified. Like, this is how you do it, AEW. There you go. At least they had a real beef. And it was built up for a long time. You saved it for the last match. This works. You don't have to do it for every time the first match they fight together or every week. This is what you need to do. This, in a fuck you Tony Khan way, is old school WWE at their finest. Building up to a grand finale. So ironically, yes, I loved it way more than any of WWE's steel cage matches that year. But I loved it because it reminded me of why I loved WWE. Ironically, because that was their thing. That's how you do pro wrestling. If you're gonna have a series of matches, the last one, that's where you go all out. That's where you save all the like big hardcore shit. Beautiful, honestly. And side note, I love Mark Davis's interference. I love the Spanish fly off the top of the cage, even though I'm like, man, that would be so fucking terrifying. But God, is it cool? God, am I afraid for you guys? I was like, no, what are you doing? But I also love the ending where Fletcher's just like on his knees, covered in blood. And he's saying, I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you to Ospreay! And Ospreay just keeping it cool. He's basically Old Yellowed his homie's ass. He looks at me and he says, I know what I gotta do to shut your ass up. I gotta finish this. Again, I just pretty much spelled out for you everything I love about pro wrestling in a nutshell. Is that drama and having a fitting conclusion, and just seeing two guys who like you feel it, like you feel like, man, it feels like they really fucking hate each other. Like, what's more real than just seeing the? What's more hatred than somebody literally just shouting at, like they're fucking having an exorcism at you? Take his ass out, father. So, in short, please watch that steel cage match. You should try it. Number 7. Moose versus Leon Slater for the TNA X Division title at Slammiversary. I did not want Leon Slater to win. I was such a big fan of Moose. I didn't really care about Leon Slater at the time. This is one of those matches where, even though I was not happy with who won, I had to give them their props. I was like, no, I can't be Betty. That was really good. Fuck. That was really good. Fuck. I mean, it's in the top 10 of this top 25. It was amazing.
Almost top 5.
I know, man. And it was one of those matches where, again, as time moves on, and the more I think about it, here we are now. I'm a huge fan of Leon Slater. Like, now I'm like, I really want to see more of this dude wrestle. I guess I was just bitter, you know? It was one of those matches that it was so good, it made me mad that I can't wrestle. I think that's the truth. That's the realest thing we'll say in this whole video. And then, but as time went on, I was like, but I'll be damned if it wasn't one of the best things I've seen in a long ass time. And I love the part afterwards where they had 2 people put over Leon. They had Moose turn babyface, put the title around him and raise his hand. And then they had AJ Styles come out to congratulate him.
Right.
It's a shame they didn't have a match, but
You never know.
it was still nice. It was nice. Side note, just because I really didn't like fucking Bound for Glory, Slammiversary was way better. Just had to throw it out. I had to take the shot. It was just... Bound for Glory was a creative mess. Slammiversary was at least felt like there was direction.
That's what we can ever ask for.
Please, please. Triple H, I'm looking at you, please!
Dude.
Okay.
It's just emotional.
Number 6. Shingo Takagi versus Konosuke Takeshita for the IWGP Never Openweight title at Wrestle Kingdom. Yes, we finally got into the Wrestle Kingdom match on the list. We finally have a New Japan match. It was fun. This was a fun match. I wish I remembered more about it, but I remember watching it, and this was the match that actually, since it was at the start of the year, even before Royal Rumble, this is the match that made me a fan of Konosuke Takeshita. I watched it, and I was like, hey, this guy's pretty good.
That's fun.
I like this guy. I'm sure, yeah. I guess you can be the top guy. Because I didn't buy him as a top guy at all until that match. And I was like, all right, I see it. No, I think you'll be fun. I think you'll be good. I think you'll be good for wrestling, dude. I think you'll be good for the future. And it was like, did I just become a fan? Oh my god, am I just fanboying all over you now? What the fuck? Oh my god! I will never call you take a shit ever again after this.
Did you used to call him?
I blame MJF. She started it, okay? It's his fault. But he's so much better than that fucking Diz. He is. This match proves it. And if anything, this match makes me mad that I did not watch more New Japan this year. Because I'm like, if I loved that, imagine what else I would have loved from the rest of that year. And another shot I want to throw out there. Yes, it was better than Kenny Omega vs. Gabe Kidd. Don't at me. I did not care for that match. I know you all gave it 5 stars. It was the best match ever. No, this was better. And it falls under the category of thank you for making me feel justified that I spent money on New Japan World. Thank you. Thank you, Takeshita. I know I never see this until you get famous, but thank you. Number 5? Yes, 5! We're in the top 5. Number 5 is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a no-holds-barred match for the WWE title at That's SummerSlam night too. Let me just check this thing. I wanted to cut me off. All right, we're still good. SummerSlam night 2. Easily the best match of the weekend. One of the best matches of the summer. We were very spoiled that summer, especially me because I was watching more companies, but he was spoiled too.
Mm-hmm.
He was spoiled a lot from WWE alone, dude. That's
John Cena by himself.
he didn't need no help.
Mm.
No one else needed. No, this match was so good. Lucca was there when I was complaining. I wished it was his retirement match. It was beautiful. His actual retirement match is good too, but this felt like a beautiful ending as well. And it felt kind of awkward that you're like, oh, we still have 4 months after this.
Yeah.
But like this could have been a perfect retirement too. Though he put the hell over Cody.
Yeah.
He did exactly what he needed to do at Mania, but it's fine because Mania sucking made this a lot better. It made it feel more euphoric. I love this the ramp rise where he's holding Cody.
Oh yeah, damn, that was hella good.
A part of me thought it was corny, but then I'm like, shut up, Hater Marco, you love this. You're into this.
You know.
I'm not a fan of him just randomly being like, I'm a babyface now before it happened, but I feel like this match made up for that. Made up for the weird storytelling beforehand, because it was just beautiful to see Cena be like, literally, he just gave us back one last Super Cena performance. One last time. It was his greatest gift to us. It truly felt like he loved us. He tried so hard to be Cena, Super Cena that one time, that on that night, and it worked. He gave Cody his fucking best. And he still let Cody beat him. I don't want to say too much to the point where I'm repeating myself, but yeah. Yeah. Love main events like that. What a way to finish a show. You know, it's not every day you get a show where the main event is the main event. It's the best part of the show.
Yeah.
But that was one of those nights, so bravo to them. On that note, number 4 is another main event that was easily the best part of the show and a perfect way to end your show. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight title, Evolution.
Oh, God.
Another match that, like, I knew was going to be good. I just wasn't a fan of, like, how they handled Io's title leading up to it. So that's why I felt weird about it.
Yeah.
But, man, did they make up for it in one night. Those ladies, if I could have 4 number 1s, you deserve to be included. That's how good you did that night. And bravo to Naomi, too, for cashing in at the end, just being the nice little cherry on top. These 2 girls, Rhea and Io, who were like evenly matched, and I wanted Io to win. I don't know who we wanted to win, but I really want Io to be the better woman.
I didn't care at this point. I just wanted a good match to get the fuck out of there.
I wanted Io to be the better woman, but I was also really scared that no, it's going to go back to Rhea because Rhea's a bigger star. Damn it. And then Naomi came in and said, hey, Marco, I heard you had a conundrum. Let me help you out with that. Because I'm a man. So she cashed in and she stole that main event from them. After already having, not so great a match earlier tonight, but still an important match.
Yeah. I guessed it up. It was like when Seth lost his match against Randy and cashed it afterwards.
I just wish that like we had a longer reign, but at the same time, it's okay, Naomi.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you, Big Jim. It's okay. Like
your first world title, you didn't get to wear it.
Because that ending was so perfect, it almost makes you feel like, you know what, good for her that she got to have that moment before she became a mom.
Yeah.
We'll miss you. We miss you, Naomi. We hope you get to come back and go on one heck of a run. But at the same time, if that's how you're ending it,
I hope you don't get Finn Balor.
clap for Naomi or you're sexist. Well, not you, I just meant the viewers. Well, you should too. Yeah, she deserves it. She just fucking deserves it. Rhea and Io deserve it too, because they, you know, it's a lot like the Seth Rollins cash in and Brock and Roman match. Everyone praises Seth, but I feel like we gotta praise all 3. That match before was great too.
Yeah.
And maybe, yeah, one of the greatest cashes of all time, the greatest women's cashing of all time.
Easily.
Yeah. I just get so much anxiety over this video saying, haha, you have to.
You only got what, 3 more matches?
Yeah, so number 3. Fraxium versus Hank and Tank for the NXT tag titles at Stand and Deliver.
Can't go wrong with anything with Fraxium.
This is one of the most fun I've ever had as a wrestling fan. It was so fucking fun. Oh my god. And again, a perfect example of a match that made me a fan of somebody I didn't care about before. In this case, 2 guys. I did not give a shit about Hank and Tank. I did not understand why they had a spot at the Stand and Deliver card. And then the match happened. And I was like, I get it. And I didn't think they were going to win at all because they were...
Fraxium.
Yeah, they're pretty much non-factors the whole year. I didn't think that there was any plans for anything. I thought they were just there. Mm-hmm. Then they won the belts, and I was so happy for them. And I was like, why am I happy for these guys who I did not give a shit about them until the bell rang? It's just a shame that now they've kind of just gone back to just the way they were before. It's a shame what's happened to NXT since then, because that was a really good fucking performance from Hank and Tank. A great last performance for Fraxium. It's a shame Fraxium aren't doing more in the tag division since then.
Nope.
They should have been.
Wait, what PLE was this one?
Stand and Deliver. Yeah. I'm really sorry, you guys. The stupid phone cut us off right before I started just yapping about Sammy and Kevin. Number 2. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match at Elimination Chamber. I hate when this happens because I just poured my heart and soul in this match, and now I have to do it again, and it's like this was number 1 for a very long time until the real number 1 happened later in the year. But what a great early contender for match of the year right off the gate from WWE. What I'll see your Shingo versus Takeshita, and I'll raise USA versus Kevin, Marco. And I said, oh, checkmate. Oh, hey. I'm in front of the mamacitas. Who am I kidding? There's not that many watching, probably. Sammy versus Kevin was so intense. And at first, I wasn't fucking with it when it was announced because you remember, I was like, why are we just jumping straight into this hardcore match just right off the gate? We could have saved for Mania. You silly, silly boy. They had a history built up. They didn't need to tell a new story. It's like the How Much Mother thing. You know? You break up and you get back together later on. You're not starting over. You're picking up where you left off. The time doesn't reset. Same thing with this bromance right here between my boys Sammy and Kevin, who, if this is Kevin's last match, what a beautiful swan song for him to end up on top against his pro wrestling soulmate, his greatest dance partner. And, you know, it's crazy how watching those 2 fight will never get old. I hope Kevin's able to come back so they can run it back at Mania. But
for a title.
For a title, bro. They deserve it. They deserve the main event for a title. But you might have to just let that go. Hopefully I'm wrong. Because what a story that would be. Yeah. Great match. Great finish with like Kevin Owens winning and us being like, I can't believe you did it. You're his friend. And then getting like confronted by Randy right after. Yeah. It would have been number 1 if 1, KO didn't get injured right after. If it didn't pretty much wasn't like, if it didn't turn out to be his last match. And 2, if they had done it at Mania, those 2 fighting one last time, it would have been number 1. I'm sure of it. Definitely would have been number 1 if Sammy won and it was the match at Mania.
And it was for a title.
Oh! Yeah. So I just landed there. But yeah, it's crazy how that was just the hors d'oeuvre for fucking the Mania figure friend. That never happened. But that match perfectly highlights an all-time Elimination Chamber show that we got last year. All-timer. I'll check one more time. That's what we got. Just let me talk about number one, and we won't have problems, okay? Let me talk about number one. Number one is Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page in a Texas death match for the AEW World Title at All In. Hey man, it's my list. I'm allowed to be biased. My wrestling senpai got to main event the biggest show of the year in his company. After having another great redemption arc, another great storyline, long-term storyline, which AEW is not normally great at, but there they were. And he won. And not only did he get to win, he main evented. And I guess it's funny. This match is technically my number one because of petty reasons too. It's number one because I really wanted to go to AEW All in Texas, and I ended up not going for reasons we'll not get into. And I was a little bummed that day, and it happened because I'm like, I can't believe I'm not there. Better not be a good show, so I'm really pissed at it. Better just suck. I ended up paying for it on Prime. Technically with my dad's account, I had to text him right after because it went on B-Switch. I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I just purchased something. Just take it from my account. And as soon as I sent the message, I just didn't care anymore. I was like, wow, Ocean, I can't believe I'm watching, and you're here with me. Poops, right when I say that. You'll be here with me after 10 to 15 minutes of cleaning. The rest of the show was fine. Everything else before it was fine. There were parts of the show I didn't like, but at least the main event was good. The main event alone, I loved it so much. I remember thinking to myself, if I had bought a ticket to watch this live, the main event would have just been worth it for me enough to make up for everything else. Because just the euphoric feeling of seeing your favorite wrestler win one of the biggest matches of career and have a great performance, finish a story. And again, it was like a JC Jane or the Tatum Paxley thing, where you're so behind somebody. When they win, it feels like you won too. That feeling would have been enough for me to be like, all right, this was a good trip. If I got it. And like, again, I should have gangsta cheered when he won because I'm like, I know I would have loved this shit live too. And it was my first time watching a Texas death match live, a modern Texas death match, and I had my concerns. It's also poetic because I almost went to AEW Revolution in 2023, a month before I went to WrestleMania. Just because Hangman was going to wrestle in San Francisco, and I'm like, oh my god, he's going to wrestle. He was going to be in a Texas Death Match versus who? Jon Moxley. I ended up not going because I was like, oh, personal issues, and also let me just focus on the WrestleMania trip. So I'm finally getting to see this match a couple years later. Long-term storytelling at its finest for me. And I'm just like, please be fucking good, and please have the right guy win. That's exactly what I got. It was a match that gave me exactly what I wanted. So, yes, I'm biased. It gave me exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I got what I wanted! Yay! Best match ever! Maybe not ever, but that year, because it's number one. And I was surprised I loved it. Because, yeah, AEW usually goes too far. They usually overdo it, and they'll try hard with their brutality, especially Texas Death. And I was just so surprised how much I loved all of it. I was like, this feels right. This feels like it's one of those times where y'all are doing that shit and it's okay. Because it was the final chapter. And it was your guys' AEW Endgame. It was your version of the Roman Cody match, except you didn't have legends come out. You just had a lot of brutality, and you had AEW stars come out and to save the day. It was nice. It was nice. Roman Cody did first, but you guys did a great job too. Shame you haven't done anything to follow up with that, but yeah. Anyways, guys, that has been my top 25 matches of 2025. Please, if you'd like to follow us on our socials, you can find it in the description below. If you have any thoughts or opinions about the matches I put on this list, if you have questions, I would love to answer them or ignore your hateful comments. Please let us know in the comment section below. And on that note, make sure to stay guapo, mis amigos.